You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
Snap, the kick, it's been blocked again! Oh my! It's been blocked again! It's going to heave one, kick down the field, it's going to be to the goal line, it's going to be gone! It's a touchdown! And the Gators have won the game! Kyrie Cleveland! Oh my! I can't believe what I just saw! Dropping back to throw, pops and fires the ball over the middle, it's Dory! It's Dory! Got a touchdown! Dory got a touchdown! Oh man! Dory's got a touchdown! Hands it off to Marvin, he comes back, say goodbye!
Ahmad Black, in his final game as a Gator, takes it all the way home and sends Urban out the winner.
You have now arrived at Stadium and Gale.
Boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome to another episode of Stadium and Gale. It's your boy Corey.
It's Dan.
Delatorre.
And your boy Jay Scarlett. What it do, baby?
What up, 2-5?
Vibes, man. Great energy to start the show.
Yeah. What's going on? How's everybody's weekend?
I had a solid weekend. I'll start. Didn't get into a whole lot, man. The weather's been great. Fishing, same old shenanigans, working out with my son, a little family time. Didn't get into anything special, man. Just been trying to still recover from the holidays. So I just getting my feet up under me a little bit, man. So chill. MLK weekend is on the horizon. Got a Monday off. May get into something, have some exciting to share with you guys next week. But that's about it. Playoffs, college football playoffs. Watch some of that. That was good. Yep. Good television.
Let's talk about that in a second. Because there's, I think, a lot of opinions there. But shout out to the Gators basketball team. Want to give them a couple big victories over Tennessee. 30-point victory, largest number one loss since, 1968 or something crazy like that. So shout out to them. And then in bounce back from Kentucky, beat them. And then a big win against Arkansas the other day. Had a great weekend. Got to celebrate some birthdays, a baby shower, all that kind of fun stuff. So congratulations to those people. And then we're inching closer to your boy Dan's birthday.
Birthday vibes.
Next week, this time.
Okay.
Are you taking PTO for your birthday? And the answer is no. I'll be here.
Do we have an update on dollars raised for the Jimmy V Foundation?
Yeah. Let's no. So I appreciate a lot of Gator fans have donated. So
Dan will be doing one burpee for every $1 donated live on video.
Yeah, sure. So
that's a lot of burpees.
From now on. So every year for my birthday is something I've been doing for about 14 years now. I raise money for the V Foundation, which gives grants to doctors and researchers around cancer research. So every grant that they give is a $200,000 grant. So every year I raise money for my birthday. So we've raised over the course of that time, we've raised about $27,000. This year we are up to $1,825. So want to give a shout out to everybody that donated. I dropped the link in the chat. If you're interested in doing that, it goes directly to the V Foundation. No overhead costs. It's a great organization. So that's where we're at. Would love to see that money grow between now and then. And maybe we'll do some burpees.
1,800 burpees.
Yeah, that's throw up city right there.
I would literally die.
Absolutely done. Yeah, 100%.
I would absolutely die.
Oh, man.
But drop the link in the chat if you're watching on YouTube. Would love anything, any size donation certainly helps. So appreciate that. And we're going to Dunedin. We're doing a little staycation about 30 minutes from here this weekend. So looking forward to that. And
nice.
Hey,
yep.
Cool.
Corey and I were in our dad feels on social media this week. You shared a text. I got a 4-month-old who's just sitting up in a high chair now. I think she's going to start helping pay the mortgage soon, the way she's growing up. But yeah, it was mom. So my mom has been waiting to be a grandma for so long that they bought a house up here. She does daycare Somehow the baby got sick, my wife got sick, and now I'm dealing with it. But mom left, so we were on our own. My mom took the training wheels off for us, but baby's alive, baby's happy and healthy. So we made it through the weekend without the training wheels, but good weekend, yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, man, I was about to call CPC. Do a little
touch and go.
Welfare check. Make sure everything's on the up and up.
Especially if mom's had you feeling good the whole time, it's kind of just shocking to have it ripped away from you, even though you still do like most of the work.
And I think she told me about it, but it was a shock on Thursday still.
It don't matter even if she tell you. It's just actually dealing with I don't ran.
I'm going back down to South Florida to get my hair done. I'm like, wait, you're not gonna watch the baby this weekend? She's like, I'm gonna be at home.
We got car seats, Mom.
Yeah, I'm like, you want to take her? Like, she hasn't seen Grandpa. She hasn't seen Grandpa in a week. She might want to see Grandpa.
Yeah, man. That's good stuff, though, man. I had a pretty chill weekend, though, overall, man. I was a couch potato, just watching sports all weekend, kicking it up with the fam. Pretty chill weekend, like Corey said, just getting past the holidays, just trying to relax a little bit. But it's definitely about to be kicked back up in the near future. My boy's birthday next weekend. I'm happy for him. I'm a February guy, so I'm happy and ready for February to come. Yeah. So let's see how it goes.
What year is on the horizon?
Say it again.
How old are you gonna be?
Oh, I don't want to say. I'm joking. I'm gonna be 29.
Oh,
you're holding on.
You are by far the youngest person on this podcast, Jordan.
But come on, now that hurt me even.
That's a big year. Yeah, that 29 years is a little depressing sometimes. Like, man, I'm 30
That's your Dan Thompson year. That was my hockey number.
30 looking at me right in my face like, hello.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. It ain't even begun yet, man. You'll find out once you get in your 30s, bro. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You really just started, bro.
Yeah, they say
when you get to 40, you're washed, like super washed.
Nah, 40 is when you should be mentally like around your prime, like in real life, not in Twitter life. We'll get to some football in a second, but in real life, your 40s, like you start like maturing a little bit, evolving, that the gray hairs start popping up pretty heavy and they mean a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Unless you're a
little bit more. 40? Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. Can't wait till I start
letting my 30s. I was still hiding the grays. You know what I'm saying? I hit 40. I was just like, I earned these motherfuckers, man. I gotta let. I'm sorry. My bad. I earned all these. I gotta let them ride, man. But nah, man, 30s ain't Nathaniel, dog. Like you just getting started, my boy. It's a lot more living to do. You're still young,
man.
Look at you. You were trying to hide, but I'll tell you what. Gator fans will find out. They will go back to your roster page. They will find out.
Oh, yeah. They're going to find me quick.
They're going to know. They're going to know.
Ain't nothing but a quick Google search.
Hey, did you guys see this comment from Mr. Marquise? My coach had a punishment called Around the World's 50 up downs in every corner in the end zone. I hope he's locked in.
Ooh, that's child abuse.
Well, here's one, and I don't know if Jordan ever had to do it, but rolling, it looks like fun. It looks fun.
You better like to be drunk because you're going to be dizzy.
Yeah, they would put you at the goal line and you just got to roll like a toddler.
Yeah.
All the way to the 100. Stop, turn back, roll again. You're just like, what
I did that to my kids at Newman this year. Them boys are showing up to school late, not showing up to class. I'm like, Coach, you can't keep letting these boys slide. They coming out to practice late. I'm like, Coach, this is not it. We got to get some discipline right. He's like, you take care of it. I'm all right. After practice every time, we're going 100 yards. Yeah. Every time if you a repeat offender, we going 200 yards. I'm making sure you do it. Them boys tightened up real quick. It wasn't no more lates. Everybody on time.
I'll be real with you. So the first time I was told to do that, right? When I got in trouble, the first time I was told to do that, I was just like, I got to do this instead of run. Hell yeah, I'll take this. You start rolling, you find out real quick, bro. Like, nah, man, just give me some suicide. Coach, I'll take them all day.
I was late to one thing in college, and we had like 3.5 hour practices because I was late to morning conditioning. I had to do lunges from foul pole to foul pole during the 3.5 hour practice. Never missed. Was never late again.
I know.
Just takes one.
Miserable.
Just takes one.
I know them legs will shake it.
Yeah,
that sounds miserable.
They're doing practice. They're hitting.
Yeah,
I'm out there lunging on the warning track, and baseballs are flying at us. I'm like, this is.
I mean,
I think they met in Geneva to talk about this cruel and unusual punishment they're going through right now.
Yeah, by the end of hour 1, you was probably twerking instead of lunging. To be honest with you, bro.
Little giraffe legs. I got them Felipe Franks green jersey legs.
Giraffe legs. Yeah, 100%.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It's nuts. All right, Corey, let's get a quick ad read for Brunt Insurance, and let's get into some Florida Gators talk.
Stadium and Gale is powered by the great folks at Brunt Insurance and Financial Services. Anything you may need insured: life, home, auto, motorcycle, trailer, any other financial services. You know what I'm saying? Hit Greg up, 954-589-2204. He can take care of you anywhere in the Florida, from the Panhandle to the Keys, Southeast as well. It doesn't cost anything to get a free quote. That didn't make sense. The quotes are free. You can visit them on the website at brandinsurance.com, or like I said, give them a call. Don't cost a dime. 954-589-2204. Greg, what it do?
What it do, baby?
I love it. All right, guys, let's get into some news here. Probably not the best news for Gator fans. Yeah, no, do smash that like button, right?
I got fragrance, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button while you're here. If you're watching on X, Twitter, hit the retweet button. We want to get as many people in here, and feel free to comment. Obviously, super chats will absolutely get you on the show if you make us laugh. But feel free to have your own conversation in the chat as well. All right, guys. So 2 pieces of news. 2 people that we talked about actually last week are not going to be in the Gator transfer portal class. That is UAB safety Austin Maddox and Charlotte quarterback transfer Deshaun Purdy. Austin Maddox had announced before our show last week on Monday that he was committing to the University of Florida. On Tuesday, he announced, I guess his agent had announced that he was going to be flipping over to Georgia. And then today it was announced, I guess yesterday the word came out, and then today it was announced that Deshaun Purdy, the quarterback from Charlotte, did not know that he would not be promised a starting job at the University of Florida. I don't know how you get that confused. I don't think it was the head coaches with that, nor do I think it's anybody that paid attention to college football in 2024. But Deshaun Purdy was released from his letter of intent. So I do, or his agreement. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. The Deshaun Purdy situation. Obviously, Austin Maddox never really made it all that far, but what are your guys' thoughts on the Deshaun Purdy fiasco?
I honestly feel like.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Go ahead, Jordan.
I honestly feel like, as a competitor, obviously, and as an athlete of the game, like, you feel like maybe you can go in and compete. Obviously, you know you're going against a Heisman candidate potentially, like, so you know what you're going into. But to feel like then they kind of like, what's the word, I guess, kind of played me, I guess, because he thought he had a shot of even competing for the job. I felt like if you're a real competitor, you should really just go in there and let your game do the talking. Like, obviously, I'm not saying that he would play over DJ Lagway or start over him of any sort, but like, if you really just go in here with the big, cojones trying to do what you want to do, then go in there and be that guy. Show them that why you belong, and you belong at this university, and it should be a competition for real. You shouldn't be, they're not going to give me a chance, so I'm not going to be there. Just go there and compete, man. Just like, obviously, the transfer portal has ruined a lot of the competitions in college football and all the sports for real. But I feel like he should just have been a natural competitor and just came to the school and just try to fight for his job as best as he can. And if you didn't get it, you don't know how the year goes. You being a high caliber quarterback, I mean, you could have a chance to do something in the blowout. So we put some film up, do something like that. Or God forbid he gets hurt, you step in, and now you potentially a Heisman candidate. You stepping in and filling in big shoes. So that's how I feel. I feel like he should have followed through with it, but hey, everything happens for a reason.
And I think I go back to when Jack Miller got here. We didn't really know what AR was because we'd only seen him. I mean, Dan threw him in against that Georgia team, which I think had 47 guys drafted from the defensive side of the ball. We were all like, no, Dan, not this week. don't do AR like this. But then you got this look in your eye from Jack Miller after the spring game when AR went off, and you're like, oh, I made a bad choice. I shouldn't have come here. I'm not going to win this job over him. I think it's one thing that the staff and the recruiting you tells you, hey, you can come in and compete. Listen, look, we had to play 3 quarterbacks last year. DJ's going to run the football. If he gets hurt, you're up. You're QB2. Now you're QB1, just like that. I think when it comes to enrolling and like signing and that becomes real, you're like, wait, did I just leave a place where I was starting to come here to be the backup to a guy that I am in the same class as him?
Right.
What am I doing? I think once it becomes closer and you're about to step foot on campus, reality kind of sets in.
Yeah, I think, and we're going to talk about the reports that are out there. I know that there's probably discussions about tampering and all of that stuff. None of that is proven. So we're just going to go based on the word on the street, right? Like, I think many of us can kind of put our heads together. I think it'll be interesting to see where he transfers to be indicative of kind of what happened there. I do know that Florida is now looking at the starting quarterback from Buffalo, who's in the transfer portal. So I don't have his name handy, but I know Florida and Georgia are looking at him. I think, Corey, I know you had some takes about it as well. And, I do think, and I want you to expound on those, but I agree with you in that if we're living in this world of contracts, that we need to start honoring contracts and not backing out of them either, right? You have the opportunity. If you want to transfer, there's another transfer window. There's multiple transfer windows that you'll have in your life, but Florida obviously was not able to recruit a backup quarterback for the last 2.5 weeks because they thought that he was going to be in the class. But go ahead. I know you had, some longer thoughts there.
Well, real quick, his name is, I think it's CJ Agbana.
Okay, so that's the Buffalo quarterback. Yeah.
Yes, CJ Agbana is the Buffalo
let's talk his stats and what he brings to the table. I know Georgia is after him as well. Depending on, I don't know if there's any stipulations to the Purdy thing, but originally when the kid committed, I tweeted that I was shocked he committed. I said on this show that I was shocked that we got a kid that could probably go start somewhere else. Just didn't make a lot of sense to me. I was giving flowers to the staff because that was a good job of just selling backup quarterback. You feel me? Even I got some hits from coaches at USF and UCF, like programs like that said they was interested in trying to get that kid in the fold and they couldn't even get him. And they were shocked that he came to UF as a backup quarterback. But Purdy is either lying or not self-aware. It's either you lying or you not self-aware. Like there ain't no in between in this, bruh. The only reason Napier still got a job is because of DJ Lagway. You imagine if he benching for some guy from Charlotte? Like, bro, you had no real chance at being the starter here. Everybody in the country know that you coming as QB2. Like, you come in with one of the hottest this quarterback's in the Heisman odds. So you either not reading the newspaper, Twitter, and don't know who DJ Lagway is in the recruiting or quarterback world, or you just lying. And you got tampered. Some people hit you up.
Shout out to Purdy. Yeah. He was obviously working out so much that he didn't see anything DJ Lagway did or read. He was focused.
I do appreciate his confidence knowing that
he was so busy working on himself that he didn't know who DJ Lagway was.
Yeah.
That's like going to like Texas right now and hitting the portal afterwards and saying, man, I didn't know I was going to have a real job, a real shot at beating Arch Manning. Like, I had no idea. I had to get up out of there. Like, bro, are you not aware? So, I think they should. I'm with Dan. And I tweeted that. I think they should, like, these programs going to have to start holding these kids to contracts, man. He put the University of Florida. We stopped looking for a quarterback after we bring you in. Mm-hmm. Like, that's an important position for us. We're going at QB2. You committed to us. You signed the contract. There is no robbery and a fair exchange. Like, you knew what the deal was. You signed the contract. And then in that contract comes rules and guidelines on how you can exit the contract, how you can transfer. Once the contract is being entered into, man, these schools are going to have to start standing on some type of business. Or if not, then what's a letter of intent, a signature? Like, none of it means nothing. So, he's gone. Now we just move on. We got to find a QB2. I was shocked the first time he signed, you know. But you can't blame the staff for anything here. Like people that are like having rants about the staff, I think they're out of touch.
Yeah.
You think his awareness rating takes a hit in the next college football?
It's got to. It's got to.
It's got to be a 2.
They need to have a website where you can do that.
Is it 2 because that's DJ's number?
Reports situations that happened. Yeah. Awareness 0. We have a special.
He showed up and was like, "Oh, DJ Ladway go to school here?"
What? When?
Once our guest gets video on, we'll bring him on. But here's CJ Agbana, the quarterback that is in the transfer portal from Buffalo. He was the starting quarterback over there. Goes for 2,300, almost 2,400 yards, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Also rushed the ball for 343 times. Most of those numbers don't make it seem like he's like a super, not that he's not mobile, but that he's probably a pass first quarterback based on what we're looking at here. But Buffalo went 7-8-4. So, but he's in transfer portal, like we said. UF and Georgia, probably amongst other schools, are looking at him.
He's got Jordan hiding his head now because he used to have beautiful locks like that.
Take me back.
And so that's where Florida's at. And then obviously, to make matters somewhat worse, Austin Maddox, the safety from UAB, announced that he's going to go to Florida. And then the next day announced that he was going to go to Georgia. Think probably some dollars, right? Whenever an agent announced things, I just assume
he's a Georgia kid too.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the idea
kid.
that there's a greedy agent behind it all.
Okay, yeah. Don't let me get in the way of you spending.
No. Everybody on the internet right now is mad at agents because that one guy said that he takes 20%, which is egregious. And if you're working with an agent, you're a player. I know we have a lot of players that listen. Don't ever work at a 20% agent agreement, in my opinion.
I think agents work like in the NFL. It's 3% of like contract, 2 to 3%.
Yeah,
but I think it's like if they get you a deal with Neutrogena.
There's different media, right?
Right. Then they would take something more like that. But yeah, if somebody is like, hey, I'm going to represent you and I'm going to take a quarter, unless that somebody is Uncle Sam, that's not someone you need in your life.
That's fine. I'll give you 20% if you go get me a deal with Gatorade. I'm not giving you 20% if you get me a deal with the Florida Victorious.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
I got me the deal.
Yeah.
That's an egregious proposition.
You're like, you just showed up. What do you mean you get 20%?
Yeah.
You just make sure the contract was straight, man. But I got the deal there, buddy. You don't have to go find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the collective at the school I'm going to, fam.
With that, we do have our first guest. I think we're going to have a segment. We're working on timing with that one. But before we do that, let's give a quick shout out to our friends over at Home Field Apparel. Go visit homefieldapparel.com. Use promo code Stadium and Gale at checkout. About 25 or so different UF designs. They have some new jackets coming out. They've got the baseball pullovers coming back in March. A lot of retro designs always coming out with new things. So for the University of Florida, about 100 other schools, as well as the Indianapolis Colts. So if you're an Indianapolis Colts fan, go check them out. But again, that's homefieldapparel.com, promo code Stadium and Gale. And with that, we are going to welcome from Mobile, Alabama, number 22, Lamical Perin, to the show. Mr. Perine.
What they do.
He's on mute.
We're starting this with beef.
Oh, what's good, y'all, boy?
We're starting this with beef because I think I've known Lamical a little bit longer than he's known Jordan. Remember we're meeting like a 16, 17-year-old LP, drove out to Mobile. Been trying to get LP on the show 2 years now. Jordan sends one text, and here he is.
That's my brother, though, man. That's my brother.
Jordan sends one text, and then here I am.
That's my dog. My bad, Nick. He got my updated number, so it ain't.
I got big leagues. What up, LP?
What's good, man? Good to see you, dog.
Good to see you, bro.
We didn't think Nick actually knew you. He was talking greasy about how close he was. He's like, I even drove to Mobile to see his family, and we hung out heavy. I'm like, obviously not heavy enough.
Nah. Me and Nick go way back.
He used to come down there all the time. Him and Andrew Spivey, they came down there a lot.
I forgot about Andrew. Wow.
Spivey was a big Bama boy, man. Spivey was hyping you, Tony, all y'all boys up big time before y'all even committed.
We definitely had a Bama pipeline running through there.
Yeah.
What's so crazy, bro? I found out by Buddy. You feel me? Well, I think it was through Drew Hughes. Like he told me, he was like, "Man, I'm gonna get one of my guys to come down there to Mobile, Alabama, and then I'm gonna get him like to film you and do stuff." So I'm like, he do like fat chubby dude, you know, like, he good people though. You feel me? Like good people.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, you feel me? Like he just came down there, he was recording me and stuff. But I'm like I don't know who he is. Like, but he just started introducing himself, like I'm Andrew Spivey and stuff like that. But we ended up building a relationship. He was cool, like when I was at Florida. So I mean, good people.
He's got kids now.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I got kids now. You got kids now.
We're gonna everybody.
Not everybody, George.
Hey, life be life.
Don't put that evil on me.
For real.
Life be
lifing, man.
Life be life. Lamical, I want to start, and obviously, you know, we'll kind of bounce all over the place, but obviously from Mobile. And then you came to the University of Florida. Obviously, a lot of people knew Samaje, but you came to Florida and not with probably as much fanfare as some others early on in your recruitment. Obviously, towards the end, you really started to pick up. But what was it about Florida that had you choose them over, you know, the in-state schools there? And I know Alabama was after you late, but what ultimately – you know, helped you decide to come to UF?
Well, one of the first things I went down there like on a like for a camp. Like they had like a 4 or 5 day camp. So me and my dad during the summer, we just sit down, we go we be like, man, like what schools you want to go to? Like what schools do you see yourself going to? So I was like, man, like Alabama. I always Alabama, of course. I never liked the armor. I never liked the colors. Like I was always Alabama. If I was gonna go in-state school, it was gonna be Alabama. But so I end up like we sit down, we go over everything, and I wrote down Florida, Alabama, Florida State, and LSU, and there was a few more schools. So I was just like, I'm gonna try those schools out, and then like I ended up going to Florida, and I was just like, man, it was just the vibe was just totally different from Mobile. Like go down there, you got palm trees, you know, the vibe was just different. Like I ain't never seen nothing like it. So it stuck with me early. So I was just like, man, in the back of my head, I'm like, man, if I can get an offer here, I'm gonna try and go there. So shit.
How much of it was your host?
Oh yeah, I mean we getting there. You feel me? We getting
there.
Okay,
sorry.
I skipped a couple times. You asked me how did I end up at Florida? Like this how it happened, you know.
My bad.
So
you guys are real pro, Lamical.
Yeah. So we messed around, you know. I ended up coming down there, end up seeing Drew Hughes like I was working out. So then, you know, shoot back. I end up what happened? I end up getting an offer. But I'm like, man, damn. I'm like this time I ain't really had that many offers. So I'm like, man, Florida, this is my first like major bit. Like I had Mississippi State. But I'm like, this is my big school. So I'm like, man, this school I really wanted at the time. So I'm like, I'm going to go and jump on it. Wow. Connected. After that, messed around like Auburn, Alabama. Now they hit me up. This after a year after I done already committed. You feel me? So now everybody like they on my run. Like I'm popping. So now they like, yeah, man, we trying to get you up here. So we messed around. Florida ended up saying they was like, man, we gonna get you up here 2 weeks in a row. They said 2 weeks in a row. So because they didn't want me to go to Alabama. Bama wanted me to take official there the week after I took my official to Florida. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, bro, I've been liking Alabama, so I'm like, damn, like I want to go there, but same time, like Florida been sticking with me before like I even had the Bama offer. So it's like I ended up doing that. So I'm like, man, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. They didn't like that. Huh?
I want to ask you a quick question because I know that it was a story that was covered, but I don't know if a lot of people know like the whole story. You were, when you visited UF, 16 years old, you hopped on a bus for 14 hours to make it to Gainesville.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that story. What was that like? How bored were you?
Well, like I was saying. Well, my dad, that's what I was saying. Like my dad, we sat down, we sat down, went through all the offers we wanted to try and go chase. So messed around. I'm like, man, like my mom at the time, my mom and them had to work and stuff like that. So they like, man, we can't take you. But I'm like, fuck, like I really wanted this at the time. So, like we young kid, in high school, like you grind, you wanted it real bad. So at the time, I was like, fuck it, I'll get on the Greyhound.
That's
got
awesome.
on the Greyhound.
Yeah,
Got on the
that's real
Greyhound.
right there.
Yeah, like I mean, at the time, like man, like it wasn't nothing to me, but like
Yeah,
I
you
look
really
back
want to
on it,
get
I'm
up
like,
there to the school too, bro. I mean, once you up there, it's all vibes. So
exactly, like it was one of the situations. I'm like, man, just get me there. As long as I get there, like I'm gonna make something happen. But after
If
that,
you've
that's when
never
I'm like,
driven a Greyhound, like, you have no idea of how project and terrible of a ride a Greyhound is. You stopping so much, and you
rough.
bro,
really
you stop
on
it,
the bus with.
nigga. You stopping more than you driving, boy.
I'm telling you,
For real, man. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
So yeah, the Greyhound trip was a different experience. That was probably my second, third time actually using a Greyhound like that. But yeah, I ended up doing that and getting the offer and stuff like that. Blase. But then come to my official week. So you feel me? Coach Skip, and he like, man, I got
Skip.
Yeah, Skip, good dude. I shout out to Coach Skip and Drew Hughes, man, for coming down there. Getting me, man. That was they played a big part in me coming to Florida.
Yeah, Hughes ain't played by his demo boy.
Yeah, so yeah, he took good care of us when we when we came down there. Make sure we was good. Make sure my family was good. Like it was good, man. So they made us feel comfortable. So I'm like, like I ain't even think about when I got down. I'm like, I'm not thinking of no other school. Like I'm not even thinking about nobody else. So I ended up. Coach Skip was like, yeah, I'm gonna pair you up with Scarlett. He was like my freshman, right? He's like freshman running back. You gotta watch. He's like, you gotta watch her. Like, gotta watch. He be into a lot of stuff. Like, I'm like, man, what you talking about, bro? I'm like, man, like you just talking, bro. Like.
Was T Skip trying to have you babysit Scarlett, or was he trying to let you have a good time?
At the time, I think
maybe some both.
Man, at the time, Jay was, Jay was doing good as a freshman. So, but so doing young dudes.
Yeah, come on, you know how I go. The whole world know.
So but I got around Scarlett. We clicked, like we was cool. Like that was my dog. We ended up messing. He took me around, showed me the scenery. The vibes in Gainesville. So I was just like, man, like this is what I like. I can experience. I can see myself coming here for the next 3 or 4 years.
Was that your birthday weekend that time?
That was my birthday weekend, bro. Yes, that shit was crazy. Yeah. So,
18 or 17?
I think I was 18. I think I was turning 18. Yeah, 18 years old, man. That's crazy.
So you need to be to go to OG Cantina. You just got to be 18.
Yeah, we was everywhere. We ain't need no idea.
One time, I remember after a game, I walk in. It was LP's freshman year. I'm like, "How are you in here?" He's like, "I play football." I'm like, "Yeah, dumb question. My bad."
Yeah, what are you doing?
My bad.
Oh, by the way, I gotta get. Just a quick shout out to Pops, man. Perine dad, one of the realest Pops out there. I'm trying to tell you. Straight vibes to a positive role model, man. Hardworking man. Shoot, I only met him a couple times, and he made a big impact on me, man, for sure. So, big shouts out to Pops. Pops still doing his thing with little brother. Now I be watching him on IG going crazy.
Yeah, like, man. I got a 10-year-old brother. He done a lot of stuff, man. Since he was like 4 years old, been feeding the homeless. My dad been having him. He just started like really locking in on ball like that, but he liked wrestling. Like that's really the first thing he put him in, like wrestling. But like he really intelligent. Outside of that, been acting. Been in Tyler Perry. Just been he very versatile as a 10-year-old kid. So it's just like hats off to him, man. Like doing a lot of good things. So shout out to my brother Austin Perine. Shout out to my pops TJ Perine. Doing a lot of good things.
Getting his LeVar ball on, bro. I like
man.
It. He ain't playing. He
ain't playing with it though, man. He take it serious, like for real. So it's major, man. That's cool.
We got sidetracked. I can't remember. Did you take the OV to Alabama?
Never took it. Never took it. I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. It was in my. But the thing about it, what had me so pissed off about Alabama, bro, like I went up there so many times, like before, like this before
Just
I
down
got
the
the
road.
Florida offer. I'm talking about, bro. I'm up there more than the commits. Like I'm like,
Right.
I'm going to all the games. That shit only like 2.5 hours from my house.
Right.
So I'm going. So, but at the time, I'm like, man, if y'all didn't want me then, like, why y'all want me now? Like,
Exactly.
So I end up sticking with Florida.
What's your relationship with Kadarius Toney, another Alabama boy that ended up coming? I know there was some Bama pull towards the end for him as well. Them trying to get him to flip over. What was your relationship like, and what was the conversation like during that process?
At the time, well, me and KT, I had played KT in like high school, and I knew about him then. Like the buzz was crazy, but he played quarterback, so it was like it was tough. It wasn't a receiver KT, which I was now. I'm like, I'm sitting at quarterback with the ball in his hand every play. So when I first seen him, I seen like before I ever played him, I seen him. I'm like, bro, like this dude from Blunt. I'm like, bro, whoever this dude is from Blunt, dog. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like. I never seen nobody move like this in my life.
For
So
real,
I watched him
bro.
in the game. I'm like, bro, he like this dude is ridiculous. So I come back. I'm talking to everybody at school. I'm like, bro, whoever the dude at Blunt is, bro, whoever get him,
He's nice.
Don't think he'll lick. But I ended up connecting with him. Like he came down there a few times at Florida, like for camps and stuff. So I know we caught the vibe. Andrew Spivey was real tight with him too. So like it was like a pipeline, like Drew Hughes and
Jeremiah
like,
Moon,
like all those guys. So it was like a
Ciante's a little older though. He was a Bama boy.
Ciante was a little older. Ciante was
no, but you had Quincy. Quincy was from Mississippi.
Yeah, but Juwan Taylor, those few guys.
Hey, Mac had that. Mac and Drew had that Alabama pipeline.
They had it. It was major then, man. But shout out to Coach Mac. I know he retired. I know he retired now.
Yeah, I think he retired.
Shout out to Coach Mac, man.
Coach Mac for real.
We were just talking about a couple weeks ago. We were just talking about when he lit into Kelvin Taylor's ass on the sideline.
Did he do like a cutthroat or something?
Yeah. That was like
Matt was wilding, man.
Games. He went nuts.
Yeah,
Matt was wilding. He was tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to
if you was to take me back, if you was to take me back, Pete, give me your top 3 games as a Gator. Like, what's your top 3 memories as a Gator? Or top 3 games that you like, anything like that, or favorite runs, anything in that ballpark.
And what do I say? Like top 3, like games or like just plays?
Either one.
Mine. After you say yours, we know.
Everybody knows.
Everybody.
He don't know.
Yeah.
He don't know.
If I had to say like games, games, like outside of plays, I'm like you gonna say games. LSU my junior year, that was lit.
Yeah,
I like LSU. That's my number one. I'm gonna say that's
crazy.
my number one, just like atmosphere wise.
So it was 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
Nah, it was 2018. It was 2018.
Oh, 18. You're right.
Yeah, with Joe Burrow. We beat Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow, they came to the swamp. Bree Stewart
walk-off.
The walk-off. So but I'll say after that, I'll say Arbor, my senior year, 2019. I'll say my third one would be third one I'll say Tennessee. My sophomore year when we beat Felipe Franks. That was just crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy.
That game was wild. Like it was turnover after turnover. Like it was back and forth. Just it was really a bad game for real, to be honest. Both sides of the ball. Like it was bad, but just for us to like have that little time and be able to like make a big play was crazy. So
you never lost to Tennessee.
My freshman year, we lost.
Yeah.
We did.
We lost. My freshman year, we lost to Tennessee. So that was crazy.
That's when they had Blake, the nigga coming off that edge.
I'm going back. I'm trying to remember. So it was you, Malik Davis, and Darius Lemons, right? All in the same class?
No. I came in. I was in the class by myself.
They came right after you. Then they came right after you. And then it was Mark Thompson and Jordan Scarlett. I mean, that's a heck of a room. I mean,
we had a hell of a room.
Yeah, that was another thing. I'm like, man, like I know, I'm like they was big time recruits. Mark was like the number one JUCO running back.
Yeah, them boys. That's who came in with you, I think. Was it?
Yeah, Mark came in with me. That's who came in with Mark.
Gotcha.
So Mark, man, I'm like, man, like he's
a big dude.
I'm looking at Mark Thompson. I'm like, boy, this nigga here look like the next real deal. So
what you thought when you seen Mark Thompson show up with his hair dyed? Like, what was y'all boys saying?
That's when he goes, you know what? I think my spot on the depth chart's okay.
I think I got him.
No, man, Mark had all the talent in the world. He was crazy though, boy.
Nah,
Mark,
for real though, bro.
Crazy, like
for real.
But
if you ever turned on the tape, he was really like that. Like, catch out the backfield.
For sure. He can do everything. Everything.
Hurdling dudes, like he would really have you scared. Like,
yeah,
for real.
He was a good back though. I don't know, man. Yeah.
But
all right, let me give you my favorite Gator moment for you, real quick. So my moment before we move on from that, bro, the Auburn game, which is famously known because I went viral. Like the camera hit me, bro. But
for a different
I had, the tailgate was big for me, right? That game. So we tailgate big. We hung out. I was actually with Ahmad, Major, the vices was just everywhere.
Oh, you was vibed out.
I was vibed out. I was vibed out.
The vices were up 28-0 in the first quarter.
The vices had me on the ropes, to be honest with you. So I was extra chill. Like the stadium was full of anxiety, but it was piped up. Like that was an exciting game, bro. And I remember we just couldn't break a run. And I was like, the people I was sitting with, Chloe, and at the time I was with TJ. I kept telling, I was like, bro, they just keep running the ball, like Perine gonna break one. And I was just super chill. Everybody in the student, the first time I ever been in the student section, it was crazy as hell, man. Nobody's sitting down. The devices is beating me up. I can't sit down because I'm not gonna see anything. So I gotta stand up. I was like, man, Perine gonna break one. That next play, they hand it to you and you break. I'm talking about it went stupid loud. Loudest I ever heard the Swamp.
Yeah,
it was stupid loud.
Yeah, that was
my ears went numb. Like everything went numb.
That was crazy, man. That was crazy.
And then the picture, the cameras pan and they catch me just everybody around me going crazy, and I'm just standing. Like the play.
He's just lost.
Yeah. I took it. But that was a good game, man. Like, what's that like though when you break a run like that, man? Like, do you hear the stadium that loud like that?
Nah, you not at the moment. You don't really hear like you don't hear it until like I ain't hear nothing until I got past the last dude. Like once I got past the last guy, I'm like, oh shit, like it's nobody, like nobody else. That's when I was like, I hit a crowd. So I just started looking at the jumbotron, then just started running. But it was crazy though, man. I look back on it, I'm like, man, that was a big moment because I made a statement. I made a statement. I did not know I was gonna live up to. I was like, I'm gonna make Auburn remember that. Like I'm gonna remember this. Like I said, because
we wrote the hell out of that
like
SEC.
SEC Media Day, I said I was like, Auburn, like they were like, yeah, at the time they thought I wasn't on running back. I mean, they didn't really think I was that fast like that. So they didn't want to give me an offer. I went up there, you feel me? They was just like, you just want our type of running back. So I'm like, so come SEC Media Day, I was like, man, I'm gonna remember all that when we play Auburn because we played them 2019. So that shit ended up happening. So I'm like, damn, I look back on it, but I end up standing on my word. So I'm like, it was just crazy. Like I wouldn't even like at the time. I'm just speaking from the heart. I ain't know it was gonna come true. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just, hey,
that's real, right there.
Manifested, my brother.
No doubt.
Yeah. Against the home team, too. Show them boys. It don't get no better than that, man.
How much family was in the building for that one? You had a lot of Bama family in there for that one?
Oh yeah. My mom, my pops, stepdad, mom, like grandma, everybody. Like we had everybody. That one thing, the one thing about it, like we was like 5 hours away from Gainesville, but they always showed up. That's one thing I can say. They always showed up. So that was like major. Like so, the support was there. So that was like. It was emotional for my pops though. He was like, He was like, yeah, man, like we don't like I don't forget nothing, man. So that was like it was just made me like, man, just thank God, So that was what I did. You feel me? Like went down at the in the end zone, prayed. Like that was a big moment for my family, just because we stood on business. So it was just that was major.
Already.
From the media side, we wrote it when he said it in Mobile or where is it? In Birmingham. We wrote it like Monday of the game because he had said it about Auburn. And then we wrote it after being like, oh, by the way, Gus, the kid that you said wasn't fast enough looked pretty fast. Looked pretty fast ice in the game there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think my favorite memory of you, Pito, when I knew you was that guy, was LSU for me. I was like, this man came in here your freshman year LSU. I'm like, that boy came in, stepped up on a big stage, big plate. Top defense is probably about 5 to 6 NFL guys on that defense.
Facts.
Me and
that was
going in that bit, 1-2 punt, pop. He going in there dragging Jamal, whatever his name is, for 10, 15 yards. We popping 10-yard runs. I'm like, we gonna have a mean little backfield this year.
No doubt. Yeah, that's you went crazy that game, Jay. You had 120, 130.
What I said, but I was like, bitch, I needed some help. I'm getting out.
So it was this was the time. There was the time, around the time. Man, it was just that year was
key when you took Cronk job though on the low.
Jordan had 22 for 108, and you're gonna feel 22 carries against LSU.
Man,
I'm trying to tell you.
But that was crazy. That year was so crazy. So to set up for my friend, so the freshman year, I'm like, man, I already got 3 running backs in front of me. You feel me? That didn't already played. Like I'm like,
exactly.
Trump didn't play, Scarlett didn't play. So I'm like, I got to get it out of the mud somehow. I don't know what I'm finna do. Fucking around, out the game. It was just something.
Slowly but surely.
So Crunk went on a little rant. Well, this nigga like went to Miami or something. I don't know what he had going on. So I'm like, I'm young. I'm the young guy in the room. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, slowly but surely. I'm like, okay.
Say less.
So I'm popping. I give me like a little smooth little carrier. So areas. I'm like, okay. I'm just happy to get my name in the paper, something like that, So we going out having fun. Like, everybody know who you is. Like, so I'm happy at the time for that. So I'm like, so Skip was like, man, we gonna start playing a little more. LSU come around. I'm like,
that was the turning point when he really lost his job.
It's that time.
Because it really, we know how the rotation was going. It really was like no starter. Like I probably would start out the first drive, but we was always like switching drives.
So, it was rotational.
It was always rotational. So like being in the rotation for real as like the second guy, whatever the case may be, you damn near a starter. Like because y'all then not gonna end up even in carries based upon how many drives y'all get in the game for real. Like
everybody. So it was like. Coach would be like, Scarlett, you got this drive right here. You'll come back around. P. Ryan, you got this drive right here. So shit, it was like everybody. It was like, man, like you had to make the most of every opportunity with what you had.
Nah, that's
like,
a fact.
Because you got 4-5 talented RBs in there. So it's like, man, shit, this kid right here might be the. You feel? It might be the last one I get.
Well, it might be the last one of the day.
So,
but I think like one of the things I remember, LP, I think it was your freshman year. Is that when you caught that like leaping touchdown against Missouri?
Leaping touchdown.
Or like you caught a touchdown at Missouri, like in the corner of the end zone, like
relatively. That was my sophomore year. We was getting beat. We was getting beat down that game, boy.
Yeah, we was.
Bro, what the hell? What was up with Missouri? Like weird games.
I don't. It's like
weird games against Missouri.
That's one team who always play hard every time.
They did though,
and they hit hard. They hit real hard too. Like you feeling them licks the next day. After that Sunday, after when you got a workout come in, to get that recovery, man, you feeling every lick of Missouri. They play hard.
Now maybe I'm thinking maybe it was your senior year. Then I'll never forget. I remember the Gators.
You said leap, and I don't know how much of a leap.
I know exactly.
Yeah. I think I was wrong on years. Obviously, I'm struggling today to remember even that you played for Florida.
I hate that old.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to go back. Right.
Dan's got a little old, brother. ESPN here. That's what Dan's dealing with.
Can't be.
I got a question for you.
Going back to that taking over. How do you manage? Like, hey, if I'm only going to get 2-3 snaps, how do I manage not making it too big in my own head so that I'm playing slower, or I'm pressing, or trying to do too much? And then when you did take the job, what does that do to the dynamic inside the running back room?
I mean, everybody. It's like I'll say, like just being a young guy. Like at the time, it's like I understood it. Like being a young guy coming in, with guys in front of me. So nowadays it's just like the patient level for guys is like real. It's real
Yeah, it's real
small. You know
thin.
what I'm saying with that
None
NIL
now,
stuff.
yeah.
So it's just real
No,
small.
facts.
So around that time, I'm like, man, I wasn't even like thinking about transferring. You got to sit out, do all that. But
Yeah, no.
man, if I
And
look
I
back on
think
it,
also,
I wouldn't change it at all. You just got to have
well,
the certain mindset to go in there. Like I'm at the time, like shoot, really living my life. You feel me? Like this is what I wanted to be. Like, I wanted to be
Yeah.
at Florida, at a top 5 school, top prestigious school. This is Power 5. Like it's a big school.
yeah.
So
But
I
I
meant
can't
more
lie.
like what did Jordan did? How did Jordan take it? Kronk, not Scarlett.
shit, man.
Yeah,
He
he was out of
there.
there. Yeah, he was out of there. That boy said a
It's
freshman
hard.
Hey,
started
but
on-
he wasn't as out like a Darius was out. It was a different out.
Nah.
Darius being out was a whole different story.
That was different.
Yeah, that was
Lemons damn near like he wanted out. He was
crashed
a dog,
out.
though.
He
That's
was
what I
good.
was
Though.
telling
He
him,
crashed
boy.
out.
He was
The
a
wrong
dog.
time though. It
crashed.
was the wrong time. It was after a loss. No, we lost, didn't it?
Yeah.
We lost that
Nah,
game.
I think it was a blowout win, cuz, and he got
Yeah.
No.
It was a blowout win because they put him in
Yeah.
for a QB kneel at the end. And that was the
Yeah,
only play he
'cause
played. And he was like, no.
But wasn't
You're not
there wasn't
putting
there
me
something
in.
like the week before? That
No.
wasn't like he just didn't randomly quit. There was
I think
something
it was
else.
to Kentucky. He got mad. We lost against Kentucky. I remember he lost.
Yeah.
We lost. But we was like,
lost
man, this ain't
Kentucky.
the time. I'm like, man, this ain't the time right now. Like this ain't the time. Nigga just like, man, like Coach trying me this and that, like doing this and that, like, but he been having problems. Like Coach Knox been at him now.
Yeah,
Like,
Coach Knox been on him.
Like one thing about Coach Greg Knox, bro. Like I look back on it now, boy. Like he did not tolerate a lot of stuff. Like when he first came in, like think about it, bro. I had 3 different running back coaches. I had Skip, I had Jawan Sider, then I had Knox. So he coming in, nigga. This my junior year. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to hear all
I
that.
ain't trying to hear your ass right now.
You better go to class. You better go to class on time, nigga. You better make sure you on like really locked in the ball. Like this is school, college. You finna come here, get your education, and you finna play ball. He
don't play, boy.
Ain't just NFL.
Don't be 55 seconds late, boy. You out,
bro.
there.
You can be a minute late for a class. He's calling your phone. So that was
he got the class schedule like that. He
was on it.
Put
Coach
his
Knox
time into us, bro. He was not playing. It was never gonna be his group. That was his thing. My group ain't gonna be the one embarrassing me. Hell no.
doubt.
I remember when
But at that point, LP's like, bro, I don't know you. I'll probably have another guy next year. The way things are going.
I'm blowed at this time. Like at this time, I had 3 different running back coaches, and he coming in trying to lay down these crazy rules. But in the grand scheme of things, like it helped me out later down in life. Like it really helped me out, like doing the NFL.
Yeah, for sure.
So it made me understand a lot of things more, like playing special teams. Like I really ain't know nothing about no special teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of
Dan
guys
Mullen
don't
really
understand.
did that.
Hey,
Coach Mullen really instilled that in us because I can't lie. Before Coach Mullen came, none of the running backs was on special teams. We used to vibe during special teams period.
I might be on kickoff return in the back, maybe.
Yeah, but other than that, once Coach Mullen came, we was on punt return, kickoff. We over there covering case.
I'm on kickoff. I'm on kickoff return. I'm like, bro, I have never done this. Like,
you're like, I'm RB1 and on kickoff return. What are we doing here?
We doing, yeah.
I was still on punt at my senior year. That was crazy. I was still on punt.
I mean, what was your thoughts when you saw what everybody thought at the time was Coach Mack on the shark on the boat? You thought that was Coach Mack?
Nah, you know what? I at first I did.
Bro.
At first, but then
No, you don't even say that publicly. Don't even say that publicly.
We all did. We all did.
I did. I
love
Mac
you,
does not
man.
find that funny.
Coach Mack, I love you. But that was a crazy Photoshop. That was a crazy Photoshop. That was crazy.
Coach Mack, I forget. I think it was Edgar brought it up at media days, and like in a lighthearted way. Mm-hmm. And Mac went like atomic, like he did on Taylor to us. We were like, oh, okay, we're done asking you about this picture, dog. Never again.
No doubt.
He'll give you an entire thesis on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but you ask him about a shark, and that's too far, huh?
That was reach.
What was the practices like? Because we get a lot of talk from Nick and the guys, a lot of dudes, even Zach Alberverdi set me up at those times and said that Trask looked better at practice. Like, what was you guys' perspective with Kyle Trask and Felipe Franks?
Good question. At the time, you know what? At the time, how many quarterbacks we had? We had
like 3 or 4.
Revolving door, brother.
It was a time where it was Austin Appleby, Felipe, Del Rio, Franks, and then it was Kyle Trask. So I'm just like, but we used to always like Trask was just going like with the like the practice group. Like,
yeah, he was at the bottom of the barrel.
But he always just had like a nice catchable like pass. I'm like okay, boom, like catch and go. Like it was just always nice, and it was just at that time I'm like, man. But it was one time like we messed around, and I think it was like QB battle at the time. It was a real QB battle going into my senior year. Like going into my senior, it was actual QB battle. So then I'm just like, damn, like Kyle good too. Like Felipe's good, but Kyle's good too. So it was like it was kind of like, but then Kentucky game my senior year, like he just
Felipe
like
snap.
He's like Felipe. One thing about Coach Mellon, he always ran the quarterback, no matter who the quarterback
he don't matter
was.
who it is.
He was not shying away from the 16, the 17 power. He's not shying away from it. So at that time, Felipe, we run the same play, 17 QB power. He gets the ball, they ball him up, wrap him up. Then Kyle Trask come in. First 3 plays, we just getting it out fast. Just feeling the game, but it's like I'm like, damn, he making it easy. Like we fight for yards while Felipe and Kyle Trask come in like just
First
easy.
time. Yeah,
So then after that, that's when I'll say like we really started becoming a spread heavy team once Kyle got there. So then like a lot of guys was able to showcase their talents like Van Jefferson.
That be
like,
loaded.
Trayvon Grimes was nice. Freddie was nice. Tyree was nice. It was just a lot. Kyle Pitts was nice then. Like it was just so many guys like in that receiver room was able to like showcase their talents like a lot more. I just feel like once Kyle got in there, it was just clicking. It was just clicking.
He just tell me if I'm speaking out of turn here, but Kyle didn't have he wasn't like assertive enough. Like he didn't command it enough. And I think not that he didn't care, but it always felt like Felipe just had at least more support in the locker room. Like he was kind of just more of a guy, like Kyle Trask.
Oh, he
enjoyed drinking his beers, but was quiet. It wasn't like
Kyle was quiet.
Yeah, he was always a quiet guy. Yeah, always a quiet guy. Felipe more outspoken.
He a rah dude,
but he's passionate. Like that's the thing I liked about him. Like I liked about quarterback. He was real passionate, and it won us a few games. I'm not gonna lie, it won us a few games. Like Peach Bowl game, Michigan. Like he balled. Like it was like a lot of games. Like
it all started when he told everyone to shut up versus South Carolina.
Too.
Then he balled out. The rest of the year, he balled out after that.
South Carolina, that's probably one of my top 5 games. I say top 5.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Everybody had a game that game.
Everybody had a game. Yeah, it was all. Yeah.
We started off real bad. Second half, we went.
We
crazy.
turned up on it. Yeah.
We had 2 RBs go for over 100. We had KT went crazy. Like it was some good plays.
It was a good day.
Game. Good game. It was a good day.
I want to hear your thoughts. Like obviously there was a lot of Twitter buzz and just internet buzz about Felipe Franks. Obviously he ends up quieting the crowd, and I'm sure there's like more to it than that. But like, how do you guys deal with that in the locker room? Like things aren't going well. The internet's upset. They're adding you at things. They're commenting on your Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. Like, how do you like push that off to the side and stay focused? Like, how much does it get to you? Because like as a human, I imagine it sucks, but
it's in college. It's tough. I ain't gonna lie, because that's your first time realizing like, damn, like if somebody has an opinion about me, like, and they can voice it on the internet, like they really want to, like they can really voice it. So that first time you know you
It
get
go
that
crazy.
dose. That first time you get that dose of that, you first thing you think like he attacking me, like I'm getting attacked. Like that's how you feel.
Right.
But at the time you like over time, you get throughout like over the years, you be like, man, like it's just people talking. Like,
Yeah.
like I just got to keep going out here proving them wrong every week, every single week. And as you get older, you get used to it. I feel like you just get.
Yeah,
but
for real.
when that first experience of it is definitely an eye opener at a Power 5 school because everybody watching your every move. You getting whether you're doing good or bad, literally, any good or bad, like everything.
T. Riles rolled up on Silk one time.
Really?
He said, "Hey, I see these
it was
tweets,
good
dog."
vibes though. He was cool about it, man. Me and him was actually cool after it, but he definitely rolled up on me and was like, "Hey, bro, them Burger King hand jokes, bro. I've been reading them."
That's wild.
But then he just told me like, "Hey, bro, they funny, man. I'm just giving you a hard time." It was all love, bro.
No doubt.
I had another question. I'm forgetting it right now. Go ahead. Somebody else jump in.
I can take you off. I know we've been on long Gator Talk. We're going to definitely stay on Gator Talk. But I just want you to let me know, how was your Super Bowl experience, my nigga? You got the biggest blessing ever.
Man.
Like, I can honestly sit here and tell you I'm still jealous, nigga.
Man, man, you know what, bro? It was, I ain't really get to like play as much as I wanted to because
For sure.
it was just crazy. But far as the experience wise, like it don't get no better. Like,
right,
like the whole week is just a great experience. Like, it's like all eyes on those two teams. Like, you get treated like a king, like everywhere you go. You feel me? You got media every day. Like, it's just everything. Really, it's like a whole set schedule. So it's easy to really get carried away and not get focused on the game because you got so much other stuff going on. And then like last year was just so crazy in Vegas, bro. It was insane.
You got two of them, right?
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
First one was in AZ.
Yeah.
AZ was in 2023, and then 2024 was in Vegas. But yeah, I feel like that was one of the top experiences I've had in life, just far as just how they have the whole week set up for you, the itinerary, everything's just set up.
I was getting treated first class.
Wait, you said you didn't play as much as you want, but you got a ring?
Yeah, I got two.
Same one Pat Mahomes has?
Yeah, no doubt. Same size.
Same size?
Pat Mahomes.
Same number of diamonds?
Same number of diamonds.
Buddy, the longer it goes, you tell your grandkids, I carried.
That's why I say it don't matter.
Hey, I look back on it, I'm like, hell, shit, I done got a few snaps with him, so I'm like, hey, with Pat Mahomes, man, I look back on him like,
next to the GOAT.
So that was smooth. So that was a good experience, man. KC, they handle everything business wise, like top tier. So I can see why they winning games and handling business the right way. They do everything good.
Yeah, man, that was it though. That was just definitely always one that I was just like, damn, my boy got to go get him a ring.
Yeah,
he was the GOAT, top of the line experience. I know he was hanging,
bro. And then like when you first get drafted, you like, man, like it's a great experience. Like I'm happy to be. But once you get into like you get seasoned, you like, man, we losing left and right, nigga. Like,
this ain't it,
nigga. My first year, nigga, we ain't win our first game in like week 16.
That's when you were with the Jets, right?
Yeah. You know how hard. Think about it, bro. Like, just hear me out. Think about you walking in that business. You walking in that building 16 weeks straight. You walking in that 16 weeks straight. Like, it's only so many excuses you're gonna be able to keep telling me for 16 weeks. While we keep losing.
Yeah. We got to the end of the list. We'll just restart the list.
Problem, yeah.
Yeah. So you start really looking at everybody funny around the building. You walking on eggshells. So yeah. That was crazy. That was an eye opener coming from Florida.
Well, I know.
Brought in.
See, I know you started training down in South Florida. You liked living down in South Florida. I was really hoping that my dog was going to get drafted by the Dolphins.
Oh my God! Hey,
I don't know if 22-year-old LP would have made it as long in the league as he did if you were down in Miami full time though.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That was nice too, though. When I was able to go to
Miami, you was with Miami for a bit too.
That's a vibe. I'm not gonna lie. Anybody who gets the opportunity, you get a contract with Miami. Hey, shouts out to you.
Yeah, the food good, facility good, everything.
Yeah,
eye candy everywhere.
Jordan changed his number to 11.
Eye candy.
Hey, Miami was the
Miami
spot,
vibes.
but that was the only spot where the food. Well, I'm like they got food every other hour. Like
Mhm.
I
every
thought
other
it was
hour.
just me, bro. I thought it was just me. I said, bro,
Yeah.
I done been to a couple teams, but Miami, this food service is top of the line, bro.
Yeah, you gonna gain 5-10 pounds easy.
bro,
There.
yeah.
Real cheese grits too.
yeah.
I ain't never went to a spot where they got the cheese grits in, like they already got the cheese ready in the grits.
Man,
That
them
blew me.
boys weren't playing.
Yeah, so
That's what's up.
that was
What was
smooth.
when did you have a moment with like some of the guys you came in with, like Kadarius Toney, when y'all make it to the league? Is there a moment where y'all go out together, vacationing together, and you have that moment like we all made it? Did y'all have that experience together?
Well, I had me and KT. I was at the house with KT when he got drafted. So that was the kind of crazy moment. You know, watching him like do that. Like hats off to KT, no matter what nobody say about him. But you feel me? That's my brother. Like at the end
He's
of the day,
still one of the best
that's
niggas
my
I ever
dog.
seen.
Like at the end of the day, KT did a lot of stuff. He done came a long way, man. Because KT was a quarterback. Nobody knows KT was a quarterback.
Well,
He was
I think Mac told him he could play some quarterback at Florida too, and that lasted one spring.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was kind of crazy, man. He still did a lot of different things. Boy was a quarterback who transitioned to receiver to be a first-round receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say what you want. But
They played him everywhere: punt return, kick return,
I tell
running
you.
back, slot, outside. He threw a pass against Kentucky as a freshman.
My cousin asked
like
me what's
45 yards in the air.
Athletes I ever seen. I said, "Cuz it sound crazy, but it has to be Tony." I said, "I just watched him do some amazing stuff for real. Like it's hard for me not to say that."
Top three.
Yeah, for real. Like you easily in my top 3. Like I ain't saying I done seen it all, but on my team, like dudes I've seen that's been on my team, like greatest players, he's one of the greatest dudes I ever seen hold the ball, like and actually do something with the rock.
It's that like dead leg. He goes from full speed.
I ain't never seen it. Never
stop
seen it,
and then accelerate again.
Never seen that. Peter Ward. That's the only person.
Yeah.
Only person.
Yeah.
Hey, God bless his ACLs, man.
No doubt.
Yeah, there was a couple tackles I thought he was done. Like a couple changes of directions and he got hit. I was like, man, there's no way.
That Florida State game. That's
that
when I was
Florida
like,
State shit. I'm looking at his leg. I'm like, how the hell?
So,
there was one in South Carolina too where there was like 5 guys running right at him, and all of a sudden he's just gone in the middle. You're like, wait, how?
His senior year.
Yeah.
One thing about him, that boy is skinny, but that boy is strong.
Strong, man. Strong.
Like, for real.
That's because he's from South Alabama.
That makes sense now.
Bro. You look at him like, bro, like he one of them dudes who got like lower body, like strong as ever. Like KT squatting 500 easy.
I'm telling you, he used to work out with me. He used to
like, yeah,
me
so him, KT and Damian Pierce probably the one top.
Oh my God.
Top guy for like freakish athletes. Yeah. DP like
DP gonna have the squat rack, the squat bar bending while he benching.
Yes.
That boy got about 5-6 plates on each side going
no
crazy.
Doubt. Yep.
I got one more for you, LP. What was obviously, like, especially with running backs, you talk about tread on the tires, stuff like that. You want to get to your second contract in the NFL. What was your decision to come back for your senior year? And then what did it mean to you to kind of go through that one more year, get to go through senior day, all that kind of stuff?
You know, everybody got them dreams and want to go to the NFL and stuff like that. And I feel like, honestly, after 2018, I was like, man, I feel like I'm ready. I felt like I was ready. But in the back of my mind, I'm still like, man, I can do something else. You feel me? I can come back, you know, but not be too greedy and just honestly just try and have even better year. I mean, obviously it didn't happen as I wanted, but I was able to contribute in a lot of different ways and show off my game a lot more, like as a starter. Then you feel me? Like they was able actually to see my whole potential as a player. So that helped me out. I must say, like I wanted to go to the league. Don't get me wrong, but at that time, what they said 6th round, I'm like, man, no, I can't go right now.
Come back.
Gotta come back. So it was over with, and there was a lot of backs coming out in that draft class too.
It was deep.
And at that time, I'm just like, man, I still can get more to the game in college. So came back. Everything was set up for me though. Like they was like man, we're gonna do this and this for you. You know, we're gonna make sure you ain't on all the special teams. Like, you gonna be straight. You know, switch my number, do all that. Like, I'm like, man, okay, let's do it.
What?
So I was good. The setup was smooth for me, just transitioning. Then, so at this moment, like, Coach Knox be like, man, every day he'll just be like, your ass better put this suit and tie on, boy. You better make sure you're ready. Like, that's what he'll say.
You got back for your senior year and you're like, damn, you're still here?
Yeah.
Shoot.
It was crazy. So he would just make sure I was like handling everything, make sure I was straight. So it was coaches coming out there every day, talking and doing blase. You know how it is in college. Like, the setup is too different.
I got a couple
Especially
for
in
you
Florida.
before you get out of here. What you had 4 different running back coaches. Which one was your favorite one? 3.
Skip really wasn't like detail wise. I'm talking like we talking about coaching, like coaching, making drills and all that. Like that involves coaching as well. So I'm gonna say Coach Sider. Coach Sider.
Yeah, Sider.
Coach Sider it was good. He real detailed with his drills, and it showed up on film. So a lot of stuff that he was doing with us, it was like, damn, like it actually worked because we've seen it on film. Coach Knox was pretty. He had a lot of nice drills too. Nice drills.
Sure. And Coach, I can't lie, Coach Knox kind of made me a better student of the game. Like, film wise, like he actually taught me how to like read the D line and like when my reads at, et cetera, et cetera. I really got to grasp the concept of all that with him. Like, Skip did a good job with like pass pro and all that. I got the basics of it, but I feel like Knox was on us. Like, we ain't never have a coach like every other minute that boy calling, hey, Perine, what we got here? Hey, Pierce, what we doing on this one? Like,
and making us get on the board, like and it was spot on when you go into the combine. When you go to the combine, it's spot on. Like the coach be like, go get on the board and draw me your favorite play and put up a defense. And that's what Coach Knox was doing, bro. That's the one coach I can say who got me ready for the NFL. I can say that, but
so I say
Sider, Sider, Knox, and Coach Skip. That's what I say. Gotcha. My 3.
What
was reality is Skip a defensive guy? He a linebacker coach.
I ain't like that's when I was like, man.
Coach's son. Like Skip could do a little bit of everything, man.
Yeah. So it was like, once he went to the linebacker, so I'm like, I'm thinking he finna coach me the whole time I'm here.
You learned real quick the business of college football.
Quick. I'm like, okay. He all in it for himself. Yeah. So that was different.
What was the vibes like when you guys are on the sidelines and you at the Florida State game, you see Kodak Black on like pull up?
That was lit. I ain't gonna lie, because we ended up seeing. I think we was already up, whatever. So he ended up coming out like we came out last minute, like we was already up. So they taking pictures and everything with him on the sideline. Sure, we get back in the locker room. He lit with us playing the music. So that was kind of like it really showed us like. Kodak, he like fought with Florida, like he fought with Florida heavy, so it was just like, that's major, man. Like I don't like Florida State at all. Like that was major. It's like you come to the Florida and Florida State game, you pick Florida, you know who on top.
Yeah, he made a statement with that one.
Yeah,
kind of on that same page. What was that Hurricane game when the game with LSU that got canceled? They said y'all were scared to play. They weren't going to come. You had to go at the end of the year. Because Mac was like pissed.
He was hot. Like, that's when we went to Death Valley.
Yeah.
That's when we went to Death Valley. Yep.
Wearing all orange. That goal line stand at the end.
Man, that was a crazy moment. Coach Mac, they can say what you want about him, but he can recruit and he won some games. He won some games. Like
he left some good work. He left some good work for Mullen for sure, man.
He did. He definitely did. Hey, shout out to Coach Mullen, but
now Mullen left mid.
Coach Matt got you them dogs.
Coach Matt definitely had him with the dog.
What that boy said?
He said Coach Mullen left mid.
Mullen left a lot of mid when he left.
He set us back 2-3 years with.
Listen, so I said this. I said Dan came in and won early with Matt's guys. And then he had to coach the guys that he recruited, and it fell off quick.
But I can't lie, though. Mullen did elevate our offense. Our offense.
He did.
X knows he's brilliant.
Our offense used to be so predictable with Coach Matt. We run, play action. The ghouls be in the flat.
That pro style.
Yeah, like.
That pro style.
Hey, how true is this? Now I want to get a little messy here, bro. So how true is this? There's a lot of rumors, man. I'm here for the fans, right?
Talk to
How
me.
true is this, man? I heard that like some from just a few recruits here and there that when they went to Mac's house, there was a lot of Alabama stuff in his house.
I don't remember that. I don't really remember.
That nigga house is so big.
It was so
I don't even-
big. Like
Yeah.
I don't
It was-
know the Alabama stuff if it was, but
Well, he was like very reverent to Coach Saban. He didn't call him anything. He just said
They're like a
Coach.
baby
he
shrine in
definitely-
there, man.
He definitely tried to bring that Alabama style to Florida. I realized because the nigga had us not. We weren't able to like. We had to like couldn't wear like
No
long
bands,
shirts,
sweatbands.
like no swag. Like nigga had us with no swag, bro.
Y'all like the boat
That's-
shoes?
That's what changed it up. Soon as Mullen got there, we went Jordan. It went crazy out there.
Right.
It went crazy. So I'm like, and then he was able to wear bands, sleeves, everything. You know, we was comfortable. So I think that helped us play a lot more comfortable too.
Jordan
Like,
said that Mac let him wear a visor.
oh yeah, you can wear a visor. Yeah,
He
you can wear a
only
visor.
let his guys wear a visor, though,
Yeah.
not the whole team. You had to be
I
one
had
of
a
them boys.
visor.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to go back through like the FloridaGators.com and look at the pictures. Like, all right, who were Mac's
Telling
guys?
you, not
And just
everybody
look, they
had
never
a shield
visor
on.
on.
You had to go through equipment and get permission to get your shield put on.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you, Matt wasn't letting nobody
Yeah.
back up.
So you
That
would
was
go up to
crazy.
Slim. You go up to
Come on.
Slim and be like, "Hey, Slim, I need a visor," and he'd be like, "You're not on my list."
Man,
talk to
yeah,
Mac.
Go talk to Mac. Yep. Ben Mullen got that. Everybody, the first,
Everybody was
first
booted up.
spring,
Jordan.
everybody got a shield on.
Yeah.
Boys out there taking them off mid practice, not realizing you really don't need it. Too hot. It's too hot.
Make it harder to breathe, man. That
Boy,
air
that
slap
shit-
you right
that-
back in the face.
Camp was hard with Coach Mullen too. I ain't gonna lie, he had a hard camp, boy.
Bro. Do
That
you
Savage?
remember that they used to make us do that blocking drill, bro?
Yes,
we down there
bro.
holding
Oh,
this shit.
what? I ain't gonna lie. The only thing that Pittsburgh Steelers got one of the hardest camps too. That's just like that.
Yeah, just like that. I
Just
can
like
imagine
that.
because Tomlin don't look like he
Maybe
played.
Jay, maybe harder because they do live tackling.
Oh God, what are you doing out there? He got to chill. He got to be
Live
stopped.
tackling, nigga. You doing team run? It's live, boy.
Yeah. Oh my God. And you know
Goal
our team
line,
run used to
live.
get real.
Get
Our
real.
team run was stand there like the game every day, bitch. We getting crunk to go to team run.
For real though.
It's just crazy, man. Good times.
No doubt, bro. It was definitely good vibes, man. I be missing that junk all the time, bro, because it's just like it go by like you feel like it go by slow at the time, but it go by so fast.
So fast when you really think about it, you be like, damn, where did the time go, man?
Yeah.
Just the other night, I'm
Nobody
out there
wastes
really
the youth
sparking
like
my
the youth,
pimping.
man. Like when you're young, you take youth for granted, man. When you start getting older, you look back and like, bro, that I should have appreciated that a little bit more.
No doubt. No doubt.
Hey, we always ask. Silk is supposed to be asking this question, but we always ask who had the best hands in the locker room.
What you mean by that?
You like fading.
Oh man.
Not asking
Hold
about
on.
receivers and tight ends, bro.
I am
What
not
went
gonna
down
lie,
at the
bro.
Tay Bang fight? Who led the
seen
Tay
some-
Bang fight, man?
Oh no.
I can't
That's
say it's a lot of stuff I can't say.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's-
shit.
Hey,
It's a lot of stuff. I can't explain Tay Bang's situation. That's
No, stop. I still live in town.
Hey, lost files on that. I can't bring that up. But yeah, most had Ciante always had fights. This seemed like he's one of those guys who always had a fight.
Bro, he
Yeah,
chomped at
always.
Cam Newton as a senior in high school and IMG 7-on-7. Like that was.
He
I was
did
at him.
that.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
He
Lou was
chomped in
always
Cam
on
Newton's
one, though.
face.
Yeah, like maybe ESPN. Yeah.
Cam Newton was still number 1 overall draft pick, Carolina Panthers starter. And
Yeah, we were
Deontay
there,
Lewis,
Nick.
17 years old, was chomping in his face, being like, "You
That's
should have never left."
wild.
I can't be mad at him. I can't even be mad at Case. I can't even.
Yes, that boy C. Lou was a wild one, boy.
Oh yeah.
So-
Good
Best
dude.
hands in the locker room.
Bet.
Bro, Ciante, real quick, man. Shout out to Lil Ro. Lil Ro just came home, man. So it's a Gator fan one time that Ciante Lewis had spooked. So he hit me up. We was about to go to, I think, the what's the camp? Friday Night Lights.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
about to pull up.
That's lit. That's major.
So he had already been talking crazy to Ciante on Twitter. So Ciante said on his own site. Everybody knows Ciante.
He's not the one. He's not
Bro,
the
we
one.
get to I got my son with me and all, man. We get to the camp and Ro came over there. He was like, hey, man, I think Ciante looking for me. You got me? I said, boy, I ain't got nothing, boy.
Hey, see, Lou tall too. He like 6'4",
That boy long, but he got real.
Yeah, he like 6'5", 100%. Said, boy, I ain't got anything. Y'all better start talking to these SEC caliber players crazy on Twitter if y'all got to see them in person.
Nah, for real.
He's like, you got my back? Like, no, I'll pick you up though when it's over.
No, but you're right.
Hey, man, appreciate you for hanging out with us, man. We won't want to hold you too long, bro. We
No
got to tap back in with you. You in South Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where you at in South Florida?
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
That's
Sir, at the crib.
About 10 minutes from the beach, man. Lit.
That's what's up.
Can't beat it.
That's what's up.
I can't beat it.
Who you got for the natty, man, before we get you out of here?
Ohio State.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna probably. It's like I want to. I'm gonna go Old State.
And who do you think?
Last time I went against them, I lost. So.
Who do you think they got the Heisman right?
With Travis Hunter?
Yeah, no doubt. Like that was different, man. Like I feel like ain't nobody done that for the game since. It's been a minute. Like
2,400 yards. That's
tough, man. And think about it. He won a Biletnikoff and he won the Heisman.
Yeah.
I ain't seen nobody do that. I can't beat that. So it's like he had he had 1,200 yards, and he played great on defense. So
man, I gotta ask
2,400 rushing,
huh?
2,400 on the ground though, with Genty from Boise State.
Can he do that in the SEC?
Well,
all the Gator running backs are saying that, man. What do you think about Jaden Ball? Our backfield, I think, is absolutely loaded. Are you familiar with our depth chart?
Oh yeah. I like 13. 13 need to be the starting running back.
What I'm telling them, P.
I like 13.
Hey, he could have played. He could have played for Mac because he has no swag. He's got no gloves, no wristbands.
Perfect.
Straight hard work.
Hard work. I love it.
Yeah, he don't want no shield or none of that.
I like us this year. So I'm locked in. Like I be checking everything out, like I'm in the tune. I'm a fan right now, Like I'm a fan.
Yeah. What you feel about the program, man?
We gotta get you back up for the tailgate then.
I'm sliding this year for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there too, P. Maybe we can.
I don't know what game, but I'm sliding.
Texas.
Definitely come definitely hit one in the swamp, but that Miami game gonna be one for the books, man. We gotta stand on some furniture down here, man. So make sure you pull up to that one. But what you think about the overall team, man? First time going to the bowl game in a few years. We got young DJ Lagway. You already talked about the running back room, and there's a lot of positive momentum, even in the press, about this Gator team next year, man. But what's your overall vibe on it and feelings?
I didn't like the way we started. I didn't like the way we started. The beginning of the season was real sluggish. But as the season went, they progressed, and that's major for a team, especially going into a new season. Like having that confidence, like I feel like they're gonna have a little swag about themselves this coming year, because they built on something. Like it's nice to end the season on a win instead of a loss. Like you thinking about a lot more with that loss, but I feel like they got a good amount of talent this year, man. A good amount of talent. They recruit well. They've been recruiting well. Like I feel like, man, sky's the limit. Like I said, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Gators this year. Like I'm a big fan. Like I love.
Hopefully, I catch you up there in the swamp though this year, man. We finna get locked in.
I'm trying. I just don't know what the schedule.
Yeah, me neither. I think the schedule out. Yeah.
Texas is gonna be a big game. You're gonna have Art Manning and Lagway going at it. I know, like we probably get game day pull up for that one, bro. It's gonna be some fireworks this year. Schedule fire.
Definitely sliding down now.
You got some little freshman wearing your number, running around playing quarterback.
Hey man, Rich will 15. I ain't think nobody was gonna wear that no more. That was wild. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I don't know what Florida doing with that. He put
Merce had it too.
Yeah, that number was
Luchez Purifoy put it on the next year. And you're like, excuse me, no, that's we can double up on a different.
He was hooping in it though. Like Lucius was getting loose with that thing for a minute now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Going crazy. Yeah, he was hooping. Wrap it up, Dan.
No, I was just gonna ask if anybody had any final questions before we let LP out of here.
Nah, man. That's it, man. Appreciate you hanging out, man.
Bro, hung out heavy for like an hour.
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing. I'm vibing, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep. Anytime.
Best luck with everything, brother. And we'll see you in Miami, and then we'll see you up in Gainesville.
No doubt, man. Go Gators. Y'all boys stay up, man.
Yeah.
Go Gators.
Sir.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep.
All right. Well, Michael Perine. Oh, great interview.
Dude.
Thankfully, we don't have a producer that has to beep out, anything. Listen to the interview with your kids. Just let them know. It's just how the real world talks. We need to put one of those Pat McAfee disclaimers on,
Yeah, man. Shout out to the comment section, man. What is it? Coach 1X, he was letting us know, boy, this boy's unfiltered, man. That's how you like it, though, man.
No, that was
real talk.
Yeah. No, that was an incredible interview. Again, different perspectives. Obviously, an all-time great at the University of Florida, and I think everybody will remember that run against Auburn for the rest of Gator history. Right? That's one of those videos that will be there forever. So, shout out to LP. So, do we have our other guests coming? Do we know?
No, he hasn't hit me back, man.
Okay.
We'll have to run it next week. It's 8 o'clock too, so it's been perfect.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap up a few things here, but before we do that, let's give a quick shout out to our friends over at Game Time Sidekicks. Go visit GameTimeSidekicks.com. Keep your hot drinks hot, cold drinks cold. Great product, very fairly priced out there for a bunch of different University of Florida stuff. Got a lot of other different schools out there for friends, family, relatives, coworkers, whatever it might be. So go check out Game Time Sidekicks. Use promo code Stadium15. Get you 15% off of your order. Again, GameTimeSidekicks.com, promo code Stadium15. All right, let's get into these odds here. So betonline.com, 2025 Heisman Trophy winner, Arch Manning plus 500, DJ Lagway plus 900, John Mateer, he's at Oklahoma now, from Washington State plus 900, Carson Beck plus 900, Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame, Garrett Nussmeier plus 1,200, and then Jeremiah Smith plus 1,200. What are your thoughts?
I like it, man.
Disrespecting Lagway.
You guys think they disrespect him a little bit?
You should not be in the same odds with a dude that just left Georgia. How?
I think plus 900 is fair. For kind of what we've seen out of DJ Lagway, right? Like I know we anticipate a huge jump, but I think that's fair to try to entice you, right? He's up there, tied for number 2 odds. They're actually better than I thought they would be.
Right.
I thought that he would be kind of in this Cade Klubnik area, Lenora Sellers, plus 1,600, plus 1,800, just because I think we saw what DJ Lagway can be. But I mean, that means that Vegas probably has Florida doing quite well next year. No more of these 4.5 over-unders. Those days are beyond us.
It's going to be interesting. I like Klubnik to be a little bit higher than that just because the ACC is weak. He's coming back, veteran guy, got some good weapons around him. Yeah, Montgomery. I'm sorry. TJ, I'm forgetting his last, Moore out there at Clemson. Yep. He just got some receivers and some weapons. Ours is going to be, I think they inflating him a little bit considering what's coming back to Texas. They losing a lot.
Yeah. So I think that's to probably position themselves better, just betting wise, just because I think there's gonna be a lot of action on his his name alone. And Texas obviously making the Final Four. I'll tell you the thing that surprises me the most is Jeremiah Smith. I know it's hard for a wide receiver to win, and we don't know what the quarterback situation is gonna be like at Ohio State. But I think of what we've seen out of Jeremiah Smith, I was kind of surprised to see him lower than maybe some of these other guys. Maybe even
he changed it in the last week or so. I don't know if maybe that the game that he just played, because I thought Texas did a good job of bottling him up, for what it's worth. So it's gonna be interesting to see if Notre Dame run a similar game plan and try to keep him, on the wraps. But receivers just a little tougher to win it from. And who's his quarterback next year? He's probably gonna have Julian Sayin.
Julian Sayin, I would guess.
Yeah, so he's got a lot to his first time, but yeah, I think when it's all said and done, I think Jeremiah Smith makes it to New York. You feel me? We'll see. We'll talk about who makes it to New York, like a closer show to the season. But
yeah. I think Drew Aller's odds have dropped since last game.
He's not good. I don't know. I'm watching that Penn State game, and I'm like, this is a UDFA running back who throws the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
What are we talking? What are we doing here?
Yeah, he went over.
The refs didn't bail him out, bro. He has 3 picks. Like the refs bailed him out on 2 really bad double coverage interceptions.
Yep. He did not complete 1 pass to a wide receiver in that game.
I was ridiculous.
I was watching that game and I was like, one of these 2 quarterbacks is going to play for a national championship, and that's wild.
Fade him.
I like Lincoln Riley though.
Fade him.
Not Lincoln Riley. What's his name? Leonard. What's his name?
Riley Leonard.
He's a running back. He's a running back who throws a little bit too.
Backwards. I like Riley Leonard. I think he got some moxie in him, bro. Like he can make some throws. I thought he took a step back when he got to Notre Dame.
Huge
but
back.
Yeah, in the game that we just saw in the playoffs, like I just been watching him play. I think he's heating up a little bit. I think tomorrow's game is going to be a little tougher than
next Monday. Next Monday's game.
Yeah, next Monday's game. You know what I mean?
No, I felt like the backup was coming in throwing better than he was.
Well, he did. He started off 4 for 6, 4 for 7, with I think like 10 less yards on one drive.
I was like, I thought Penn State had a clear win right there, but I'm like, hold on, now the backup might be some more problems than the starter.
UDFA running backs who are playing quarterback.
I think you said it right, Dick. That's exactly what I was watching right
there. That boy gonna get drafted, man. I'm telling you, bro. He got some moxie.
No, they will. They will because he plays quarterback. And there's 2 types.
I think it's more Notre Dame. I think it's more Notre Dame than it is him, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm interested. So, getting a little NIL spin. Everyone with rev share is getting $20.5 million. Notre Dame is going to get a $20 million check from the college football playoff that you would normally share with your conference. Split. Their conference is Notre Dame, independent, no split. In this era where this is, and who knows how long this era will last, it seems to change every 5-6 months. But huge event. Why would Notre Dame ever join a conference?
Well, yes, if they make it this far. Right,
you're not being penalized for playing a hard schedule either. They can schedule whatever the hell they want.
I would agree. I think obviously this year is a bit of an anomaly, making it this far and getting these payouts. Obviously, you have to split that money, but everybody's splitting money. So, in a conference, so what is the actual delta between that 20 million and what the SEC is splitting? Now, obviously, they have 16 teams now, but I'm sure the delta is not $20 million. It's probably 4 or 5, which obviously is $4 or $5 million, but
Notre Dame's got rev share.
Yeah, but they also don't get the benefit. They're not benefited by getting rev share for bowls if they don't make it to the college football playoff, right? That's what I'm saying. In this year, it's positive. In most years, it's going to be negative.
What I'm saying is they can schedule all 12 of their games every single year. Florida has to play 8, maybe 9 if it changes. SEC league games. You have to play.
Don't they have to play 5 ACC schedules or teams?
I think that's the way it works, but they get
I know they start with Miami.
Pick and choose. Yeah, but they get to pick 7.
I don't think they get to pick or choose those 5, but they get to pick or choose the other. I'm not trying to
and they could probably leave their agreement with the ACC if they wanted to.
If I'm them, I would look into that. I know that they use the ACC for other sports.
ACC is trash.
It's
nobody's gonna ever lead Notre Dame out. If they have a decent record, nobody's ever gonna lead them out because of their brand, who they are. I would definitely vibe in the ACC, beat them trash teams, and then see if you can compete in the playoffs and collect your checks. But they got the best situation. I'm with Nick. They got a great setup. Set up a pie schedule, win it. Get 10 wins. They're not gonna leave you out, and then you just take that bread and run with it.
Until you're penalized by the committee for having a pie schedule, baby, cheesecake, pumpkin, apple.
Yeah, give me LIU every year.
every year.
Give me Long Island University. Start every year. Let's sign a 100-year agreement with Long Island University.
Hey, go Sharks.
Shout out to Jim McElwain. All right, let's look at this real quick. We've got 3 things to look at. This is number 2, 2025, 2026 college football championship winner. What the heck just happened?
I was trying to see if it looked better.
What are you doing?
That. I don't know. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now.
You sure
pressing all the wrong buttons.
They got me on the big screen, man. What's going on?
I pressed all the wrong buttons.
I don't know what you're doing, Nick. All right.
Amateur hour, bro.
Yeah. All right. So we got Texas plus 450, Georgia plus 550, Ohio State plus 550. Those are your top 3. Then Florida is 16th at plus 5,000. Florida State's, what was that? 16, 19, 21 at plus 10,000. So plus 5,000 on a $100 bet. What do you guys think of those odds? Certainly the best odds in at least a few years.
I think they're crazy for even giving Florida State an odd. Like putting that on the table is like absolutely crazy. It's a money grab.
Hey,
someone's gonna
waste $1.
Somebody's gonna
Vegas will take your $1.
Yeah, somebody gonna put some coin on that just for being a diehard for no reason.
Definitely a waste of whatever you spend. But go back up. You got Oregon at 1.
No, I got Texas at 1.
Texas at 1. I don't like that for Texas, man. I get why they doing it, man. It's just because a lot of this is best, but I don't think Texas has the best odds for next. I think Texas is gonna take a step back. They're losing a lot.
I think there is a ton of things that are going to change, right? Texas has a new quarterback. They've obviously recruited well. They get their running backs back. Georgia's starting a new quarterback. Ohio State's starting a new quarterback. Oregon's starting a new quarterback. Penn State's bringing their one back who very up or down. Alabama has a new quarterback. Notre Dame has a new quarterback. You have to get all the way to beyond Penn State, Tennessee, and then Miami's starting a new quarterback. Clemson's returning theirs, or LSU's returning theirs. Ole Miss is starting a new one. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 schools ahead of Florida that are returning their quarterbacks. Everybody else is starting somebody new. Now, obviously, Miami got Carson Beck. You know what he is. So there's a lot of uncertainty going into next year, I think.
100%. 100%.
I'm mad with the spot that Florida's at. I mean, obviously, we can't put it too high because of obviously it's not like we was in like a New Year's 6 bowl game or something like that. So that's like decent.
I think we're getting the perfect amount of buzz. Like, we're not going to come in top 10 or anything like that. I think we be ranked around 15, right where our odds are at, 15, 16-ish. And then we can just work our way and build our way up. You want to finish at 12. You want to make the playoffs, right? So, being top 5, top 1, 2, it don't even really matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we're in a good spot to get good buzz, have the guys motivated and amped. And then, the schedule's right there. 9, 10 wins get you in the playoffs with that schedule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
as a member of the media who would write all of these stories, I would write them and then tell you it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, no, I mean it's all crapshoot, right? So
yeah,
and so we're going to see. I think what the transfer portal is doing and what NIL is doing is certainly making prognosticating on the future a lot harder.
Yeah, yeah.
And then last thing, just want to throw this up there because Gator basketball team is hot right now, ranked number 5 in the country. That was announced today. NCAA tournament winner, Duke plus 500, Auburn plus 600, and then Iowa State's plus 900, then Houston, Alabama, and Florida are all plus 1,400. So if you believe in this Gators basketball team, $100 into $1,400.
Pop-up show in Nashville for the SEC tournament.
Yeah, and then pop-up show in San Antonio for the Final Four.
Sounds nice to me.
Hey, get the boys out on the Riverwalk. Is that what it's called?
Get the boys some Tex-Mex, the Riverwalk.
I've been to San Antonio with a good time. San Antonio's vibes, bro. They got different Mexicans than what we got. I would tell you that.
Okay, there go the sponsors.
What were you going to say, Nick?
Hot take,
man. They're right by the border. You
bad for that one, man.
Tequila is great. Tequila is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Like Mexican food, Tex-Mex, off the chain. I love San Antonio, man. It's good.
Hot take. Tex-Mex is mid.
Oh, God. All right.
Text message it.
All right. I got one thing. I got one thing before we get out here, transfer portal wise, man. I'm interested to see how we end up finishing up. We got a few DBs that's coming on campus. They supposed to come last weekend. Yeah, we actually broke the Cisse, Brandon Cisse, North Carolina State. That visit got shut down because of the snow. It's been crazy in the southeast, but they should be rescheduling. There's been reports they may show up Thursday or Friday. We'll see how it all plays out, but it looks like they're looking for a couple DBs to close out, at least one or two. I don't think they're going too aggressively strong after these DBs, but they would like to add one in this window. Interested to see what happens with the national championship teams. Anybody who enters the portal, I think we still should probably go get an offensive tackle, defensive tackle, but we got another window to get that as well. But just want to refresh everybody's brains on the transfer portal.
Yeah, Bishop Fitzgerald, who's also a DB from NC State, was able to make it, I believe. Right?
Did he? No, I don't think
no. Maybe he's coming this week as well. Yeah. I apologize. Southern Miss is Michael Caraway, NC State's Brandon Cisse, and then Bishop Fitzgerald. My apologies. I thought he visited last week. So all of those.
Storm, like Atlanta Airport wouldn't let nobody out of there, bro. They shut everything down.
Yeah, and a friend of mine
Kirby did it.
They had to drive. They drove down to the baby shower I went to yesterday.
Kirby shut the airport down.
Nuts. All right, guys. One final ad read. Go visit our friends over at Alumni Hall. Go visit alumnihall.com. Don't use a promo code. We don't have one right now. We'll get you one going into the spring football season. Go visit Alumni Hall in Gainesville on Archer Road, or go visit them online. Anything that you want, Florida Gators, apparel, golf accessories, tailgating accessories, ornaments, whatever it might be. No better place to get it than alumnihall.com, or go visit them on Archer Road in Gainesville. There's 3,315 people watching right now. We don't have a tenth of those likes. So if you're watching on YouTube, go hit the like button. We don't have anywhere near enough shares, likes, comments from those on Twitter. So now there's 3,321 of you. So time to go do that. It's free to
hit that like. That like free, man. Love don't cost a thing, man.
No, Jennifer Lopez said it. Yeah. So
speaking of, we missed Song of the Week last week.
Say what?
No, that's true. We did.
We did not do Song of the Week last week.
We did not do Song of the Week. I dropped the ball. Whose Song of the Week is it? Is it yours? Is that why you're asking?
No. We had Jordan do a Jordan. Jordan did a kid song 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. All right.
I went and played it, and I was like, "Yo, I'm not at that stage with my kids yet. I don't have to listen to this yet." I'm not gonna listen to this on my free time because I'm about to do like 3-4 years.
It'll keep when she gets to crying though, Nick. Just put it on. I promise you.
You put me on game. I peeped the game.
Keep it in the library for that.
I'm third string right now. I'm just enjoying being on the team. I'm enjoying what being on the team does for me at the bars and around town. I don't have to worry about carrying the rock yet.
Right.
Who my 7-year-old nephew, what his favorite song is? He listens to it all the time. Is "Welcome Back" by Mace.
Let's go.
Oh, that's a bop.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Harlem's back.
I do have a song. I do have a song ready to go if you want it to be me this week, though.
Yeah, you guys. You brought it up, so I know you must got a bop for us.
That's why I thought it was his turn. I went slighted. No sea shanty.
So no sea shanty. But this is, I can't remember how old I was when this came out, but it brought me back. I just came on the radio or came on somewhere. But we'll do "They Know" by Shawty Low.
They know. Rest in peace, Shawty Low, man.
Okay. Yes, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Shawty Low.
I don't know if this was when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was in high school when this came out, if I was in college when this came out, but I heard it literally over the weekend. It was playing somewhere, and it brought me right back there. And I was like, "Oh, if I have Song of the Week, we got it."
It came out probably your freshman year of college, 2008.
Yeah, freshman year of college.
Yep.
I was a grown man doing grown folks things, man. When that song hit the streets, they had go check out that Shawty Low first album, man. If you haven't checked it out, but when that must be two sides, like that hit like crack.
I was nuts.
Him and T.I. beefing, like all that stuff hit like crack, man. But let's get up out of here.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys same corner, same time next. Well, probably a slightly different time on my birthday.
That's
And
his birthday.
we might have to modify.
your birthday.
We got the national championship next Monday, so we'll figure out the schedule too. Hopefully, everybody enjoys.
You don't want to be competing with the Natty.
Yeah.
No. I know we have
part.
faithful fans, but trying to compete against like a TV show that has 40 million people watching is nuts. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you same corner. We'll figure out the time. See ya.